Yeah, this is video evidence about Scientology, and they call it MRT. And they said it was a mental health program. And it says something about the Philippines. You know, that place where they said that the guy that molested me named Antoine V. Johnson, Antwan, Johnson, they said he had ran away and tried to hide in the Philippines. They said he had something to do with trying to get me in trouble in the year of 2015, August 9th, and that I was in jail August 9th, 2015, and I stayed there for the rest of that year of 2015, and I stayed in jail, locked up in Georgia all of 2016, and I got out in 2017, and they made me go to a Scientology-based mental health program. And it's a lot of videos and a lot of people that said that Scientology is some kind of brainwashing or some kind of bad stuff. And it made me feel crazy. And I was in Bibb County in Macon, Georgia. And it was during the year of 2017. And I graduated from the mental health court after 2 years, because I started in mental health court in 2017, February of 2017, and I finished in the year of 2019 in the mental health court. And I was trying to tell the whole time that they was trying to brainwash me into a Scientology bad program, and they called it MRT. See, it say that on the screen. They used different words, but they said it's the same thing. They called it MRT, and it got something to do with brainwashing people and telling you that bad stuff about yourself and making you feel bad. They did that stuff to me. It's a lady that said her name is Judge Verda Colvin, VerdaColvin. And they said she's a Supreme Court judge in the state of Georgia. And that as a Supreme Court judge, they say that she is a witness of mental health court. And she, if she can see this video on the screen, it does say something about mental health, Scientology, and MRT. And people did say that it's some kind of brainwashing or some kind of bad program, and that it's abusive to mental health patients because it tells you to say bad stuff about yourself. And they did that stuff to me. On August 9th, 2015, when a person that said their name was April Williams told me not to go outside and that I had to fight her for some reason. And I said I didn't want to do it. A police officer, or a person that said they was a police officer, made me go to jail and got mad because a person whose name is said their name was April Williams, she never pressed charges against me. She said I didn't do anything wrong and that she asked me to fight her, and I said I didn't want to. And since I didn't do anything wrong, she don't know why they locked me up on August 9th, 2015, and why I was in jail from August 9th, 2015 for all of that year after August 9th, all of the year of 2016, and got out in 2017, and they tried to brainwash me in a MRT Scientology mental health program using some kind of prison as a threat. So they threatened me and tried to brainwash me, but it did not work. So they said it was a lady that they said her name was Miss Mims, and that she was a facilitator of the program, and that she tried to brainwash me into some Scientology MRT program, and that it was wrong for her to do that, and it was wrong for them to be doing that stuff to people, is what they say. And it's a lot of videos about it. And since this happened in the state of Georgia, it's people that said the United States told them not to do that stuff because they said it's a federal government and that the state was not supposed to brainwash people into a Scientology MRT program, and that they was not supposed to make me say bad stuff about myself, and that they was not supposed to make me be in a jail August 9th, 2015, and go through them programs all the way to 2019 when I graduated mental health court, because it just make people feel crazy. And it say mad in America is what it says. I think 2016, and that was during the same time, you know, when I was in jail in 2016, the whole year. And that's what they did to me. They told me to go to a Scientology-based, some kind of MRT, you know, and they made me say bad stuff about myself. But I never said bad stuff about my children. I never said bad stuff about my wife. And I never said bad stuff about, you know, America. Because they said you cannot blame America. It's not America's fault with a Scientology MRT class did in the year of 2017, 2018, and 2019. Those are the years that I was in a mental health program, in a mental health court. The people that did that stuff to me was a dude that they said in the state of Georgia. They said his name was Judge Sims. And a lady that said she was a prosecutor named Nancy Malcor. And a dude that said his name was Mark Bieberman, MarkBeberman. And he drives a Mercedes. It looks like the white can, and it's an SUV. And I saw him in Macon before. And they know that I did not do anything wrong. And they are the reason that I was in jail all of that time. And they were all European people. They say Judge Verda Colvin, Colvin, as a witness because she was the judge of the mental health program, the mental health court in Bibb County, would have to tell the truth that those are the people that did that stuff to a Brandon. It was a dude that said his name was Judge Sims, a European man. It was a lady that said her name was Nancy Malcor, a European woman. And it was a European woman that was the partner of Officer T. Wright that arrested me on August 9th, 2015. And that a person named April Williams never pressed any charges against me. So I'm not sure if the mom of Yatrell Johnson, the mom of Lord Gerald Johnson, the mom of Trinity Johnson, I'm not sure if my wife, I'm not sure, I was told her name is April Williams. I'm not sure how anyone feels about what they did to me, to her, to those children, to those moms, because they say if there was no victim and no one made a complaint, who is Officer T. Wright? Who is the European woman that arrested Brandon August 9th, 2015? Who is the European woman Nancy Malcor? Who is the European man Judge Sims of Bibb County? And why would you have had him in jail, locked up all of that time, and sent him to a brainwashing Scientology program if there was no victim complaint? And if they say he has children, you did it. And if those people are mad at you for doing that stuff, it's your fault, is what I was told. All of you. So I just wanted Yatrell to know. And I wanted his family to know who did that. And I just wanted Lord Gerald Johnson to know. And I wanted his family to know who did that. And I just wanted Trinity Johnson to know. And I wanted her family to know who did that. And I just wanted my wife to know. I told about all of the people who did that. And the person that was supposed to be the lawyer, public pretender or public defender, I don't know what it's called. His name was Mark Bieberman, M-A-R-K, Mark Bieberman. And they say he drives a white Mercedes SUV. And that, you know, he didn't care about me. He just cared about his car and being rich. Because he could have easily said, if there was no victim, there's no case. And he allowed that stuff to happen to me because he wanted me to look like a criminal. And he sent me to a brainwashing program. So if I have children, if I have a wife, if Yatrell has a mom, if Trinity has a mom, if Lord Gerald has a mom, if they have a family, I don't know how them and their family may feel about what Mark Bieberman did to me. I don't know how them and their family may feel about what Nancy Malcor did to me. They say her name is spelled Nancy, Malcor, Malcor. And I don't know how they may feel about what Judge Sims did to me. Because they say, you know, since it was a state court and it's federal laws, they say that's a hate crime if a European woman, that was the woman that arrested me, August 9th, 2015, if a European woman, Nancy Malcor, she was the prosecutor of the case, August 9th, 2015, and a European man, Judge Sims, he was the judge of the case of August 9th, 2015, and a European-looking man, Mark Bieberman, none of them the same color as me, had me in jail all of that time and sent me to a brainwashing program when there was no victim and no complaint. And according to Nancy Malcor, a European woman, she said the state pressed charges, but no one in the state of Georgia ever told me that they agree with her. It was just those European people, you know, Judge Sims, Nancy Malcor, whoever the police officer was, the European woman that took me to jail on August 9th, 2015. And they bragged on how I would be there for a long time, even though there was no victim complaint. They said there was never any paperwork with the name April Williams saying I did anything wrong. They said there was never any paperwork with the name April Williams saying any of this stuff bad about me. They said there was never any paperwork or any, you know, investigation of August 9th, 2015, when it was August 9th, 2015, and that I was arrested and locked up for no reason August 9th, 2015. Because some European woman that said she was a police officer and some European man that said he was an attorney, Mark Bieberman, and some European man that said he was a judge. I think they say his name was Howell Sims or some H. Sims, Judge Sims. And because some European woman that said she wanted to be a prosecutor, and then she just wanted me to look like a criminal, wanted me to look guilty, you know. And it's a lot of people that said they did the same stuff to their family and to other people. And they, you know, they say it's a lot of people that, like, if you look at the screen, is mad in America. So, I never told them to do any of that stuff to me because it was like, I never asked for being arrested August 9th, 2015 in the first place. So it's because of what they did. And they say when it comes to the name April Williams, none of the police officers, none of the courtroom judges, none of the prosecutors, none of the people that worked in that case has any excuse for what they did because they don't have any evidence or any paperwork of April Williams saying or making a complaint about me doing any bad wrong. So they say it was not her idea, the same way it was not my idea, and that I don't know if they believe in God or not. I don't know if they believe in spirits or not. I don't know if they believe in souls or not. But some people say that, what they did to me was wrong and that it's evidence of brainwashing and mental health abuse and that Judge Verda Colvin was there in 2017, 2018, and 2019 at the Bibb County Superior Court, the Accountability Court, the Mental Health Court, and that she would have to be a witness and she would have to tell the truth that those European people did that stuff to a Brandon Johnson and sent him to her courtroom when there was no victim and there was no crime and that they locked him up for no reason and sent him to a brainwashing MRT program and that some person named Miss Sims tried to brainwash him into a Scientology when I never even did a crime on August 9th, 2015, because they said there was no victim. So if the children in the family or my wife did not see me in 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, it's because I was being brainwashed into a Scientology MRT, some kind of scam that some European people did to me for reasons that I don't understand and I don't like it. And according to this evidence that says 2016 Scientology MRT, it says Mad in America, Mad in America 2016-06. If it says mad in America, it says it's a lot of people mad in America and that it was a bad program and that I don't know how Yatrell feels about them locking me up when there was no victim and no complaint. I don't know how Lord Gerald feels about them locking me up when it was no victim and no complaint. I don't know how Trinity Johnson feels about them locking me up when it was no victim and no complaint. I don't know how their mom feels about them locking me up when it was no victim and no complaint. I don't know how my wife feels about them locking me up when it was no victim and no complaint. I don't know how, the person that identifies themselves as April Williams feels about them locking me up when there was no victim or no complaint. But the screen says something about mad in America. And since it wasn't a federal courtroom and it wasn't a federal court case for me, I was told that it's not the United States' fault. It's those specific European people that did that stuff to you. It's their fault for what they did and whatever price they would have to pay for whatever God they believe in or whatever kind of practice they participated in is something that is not my fault and that I don't even know what it is. And I'm not sure why they did it. So this is just information for the family. If you have not seen me, and if you don't know why I wasn't able of being there at those times, it's because someone wanted to say bad stuff about me. And according to what I was told about the federal government, if they're not the same color as me, and they are not, they say those are federal hate crimes, and all of it was abuse that they did to you, Brandon, is what I was told. And that, you know, it was just wrong. And that there's nothing that they can do to change what they did. And I should not feel bad about whatever happens to them for what they did to me, because according to the police report, they said they should have did an investigation on August 9th, 2015, because the police report said there was no investigation and there was no handwritten complaint or video recorded, you know, April Williams handwriting or video recorded April Williams or video recorded any victim or video recorded any complaint or any handwritten victim letter of complaint. It's just stuff that the police officer wrote in a police report. It's just what the police said. He lied on you. And that's why people is mad at certain police officers, because a victim never said any of that stuff about you. It's just what a police wrote in a police report. I don't know why he did it. It was like the court didn't do their job and they did something wrong, because it was like Nancy Malcourt was supposed to tell the truth and say the stuff in the police report is the police officer's handwriting, and then the stuff in the court case is stuff that they said, and a person that identifies themselves as April Williams never wrote a police report, never arrested me, never made any complaints. So they was like, they lied on someone's mom, and they lied on me and tried to brainwash me. And they said that they was going to kill me because they were so big and so bad and wanted to arrest me and bragged on their money and being rich. But now those same people seem to be scared to death, according to the news, that people was going to people's houses and doing stuff to them. It's crazy. So, you know, it's not because of me, because I didn't start any of this stuff. Someone said you probably shouldn't be calling a person a criminal on August 9th, 2015, if there was no victim, because since Brandon did not do anything to the state of Georgia, it makes no sense that the state of Georgia filed a complaint on August 9th, 2015, because the state of Georgia, I didn't do anything to the state of Georgia. The state of Georgia was not a victim of Brandon. The state of Georgia made themselves a victim of whoever it is that they made mad for whatever they did to whoever they did it to.